Hey guys, how's it going? Big Dope 7 back here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we are finishing up the Arizona Diamondback series. This will be the third and final game of the series. We have tied it at 1-1 after we won yet the last game as our rookies pulled us to the victory, hitting 3 home runs, one from Kris Bryant, a solo shot, one from Addison Russell, also a solo shot, and then a 2-run blast from Javier Baez to kind of finish it off. The game got a little bit too close last time, as I think it was Aaron Hill hit a 2-run homer in the ninth inning off of Jason Mott, but Hector Rondon was able to come in and nail down the last out of the game. Got a save out of it for that third of an inning that he was in there, but a save nonetheless, and we got the win. You know, that's what we needed. I needed to make sure there. I needed to get us the win. And so I basically made the decision. This is what's going to happen. But today we have the pitching matchup is in our favor today, as we are sending Lester to the mound, and Bronson. He's opposing Bronson Arroyo, who has been not very good thus far this season, giving up almost 4 runs per 9 compared to Lester's 2 per 9. And their records are flip-flopped there. Lester's at 3-2 and Royal at 2-3. But let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to wear the grays. Just because I feel like wearing the grays. We do have a road hat. There we go, road. Alright, Lester's the only hot pitcher on our staff now. Also, last time out, C.J. Edwards got his first win of his career. He pitched a great game. You know, he gave up 1 run over 5 innings, I believe. I ended up having to pull him because he was starting to get knocked around a little bit. I wanted to make sure we won that game, and I wanted to make sure he got his first win. He was at that point where he had the chance to get the win, and so I wanted to make sure he got the win. But today we are going to go ahead and sit Miguel Montero for David Ross. For obvious reasons, that's John Lester's catcher. We're going to move him all the way down to the 7th spot. We got guys that need days off. So let's see, what are we going to do? We are going to play Tommy La Stella at... no, we are not going to play Tommy La Stella. Not yet, I think. But Javier Baez is going to play short today for us. So La Stella is going to play second. That's where he's going to play. We are going to get Kris Bryant a day off. We are going to play Chris Coghlan in his place. Coghlan has not gotten a lot of playing time lately, but Denorfia will play. Who needs a day off more? They're kind of neck and neck there. I'm going to leave Soler's bat in there, and I'm going to play Chris Denorfia in center. So there we go. Soler, you're going to have to wait for another day off. We're going to go ahead and take Rizzo's bat out of the lineup from Mike Olt. And that's the best we're going to be able to do there. Castro's pretty good, so now it's time to kind of juggle this lineup up a little bit. I'm not going to have Chris Denorfia leading off. Denorfia actually might 6th. Soler is going to come in the 4th spot there. Castro in the 5. Coghlan strikes out way too much to be, Baez strikes out way too much to be the 2-hitter there. So we're going to have Coghlan up there. Bronson Arroyo, I believe, is a right-hander. So I think this is a lineup we're going to kind of try it out there today and kind of see just what happens. All right, there we go. So now that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the ballpark in Phoenix. And I'll be back after the game, guys.
What a Cespedes. Salvador Perez, the 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
About ready for first pitch in the desert. It's the Cubs and the Diamondbacks, and it comes your way next. afternoon baseball now from the Desert Southwest and Chase Field here in downtown Phoenix. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining series to watch so far. Crowds, they have been very energetic, and I think we're looking at another good ball game here in the finale.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. Set to face these guys, there are the numbers for the veteran right-hander and one heck of an axeman, Bronson Arroyo. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Tommy La Stella will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the three.
Come on, let's do it.
Here's the 1-1. And this is on the ground for Aaron Hill at second. And taken in out there for the first out. Well, we know he's got that sinker because we saw it right there. As for the rest of his pitches, here's the scouting report as to what we can expect to see moving forward. Chris Coghlan will take his first cuts now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up over the 320 mark. Here's the first offering. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
Well, this is just a nice job of hitting at the plate. This pitch looked to be off the outer edge, but you can see him sort of dive out over the plate to go get it, and he winds up driving this ball for 2 bases.
Here's Mike Olt now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Look back by Arroyo, now the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking. I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Here comes another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
He's set, now the pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Here's another 1-2. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He enters play here at 288, 2 home runs, and 8 runs batted in. He's ready now. The pitch. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control, 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Two-two pitch on the way. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Diamondbacks. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star Jon Lester. Here's a look now at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with. David Peralta will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, David Peralta.
Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Now Lester's 0-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Oh-2 now from Lester. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Here's Lester now on 2-2. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Got him.
Well, you know, a lot of how quickly the Cubs can turn the corner into becoming a contender is going to revolve around the left arm of that man right there, Jon Lester. Now, they unzipped that pocketbook to sign him to a 6-year deal, and the early returns look good as he gets the strikeout right there.
In now, Brito, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even .250. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And the pitch. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman,
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Holt is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Javier Baez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Come get bitch! Come get hit!
First pitch coming. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. David Ross will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch on the way. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
From the stretch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Let's keep him right there.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
Oh, yeah.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Chris Denorfia will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. Cubs strand 1, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Peter O'Brien will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Here's the first offering. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. Coghlan has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Number 24 will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls. First offering on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. Now here it comes.
Here we go.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Let's go, D-back!
Pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. The 0-2 once more. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here it comes. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2 and 2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Come on, D-back!
Here he comes on 2-2.
Here we go!
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Mark Trumbo will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. Back to first, and that was a sparkler. A double play, and the inning is over. Tommy La Stella is ready to go here as we begin the third.
For the Cubs, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
First pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Let's go, D-back!
And now a pitch on the way. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Leadoff man retired. Here's the left fielder, Chris Coghlan. First pitch coming. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, you don't always need to have amazing movement to make a slider successful. This is a case in point. We've seen sliders with 10, 11, 12 inches of break. This one only moves about 8, but that's more than enough to get the job done.
Here's Mike Olt now, as he'll chop the first pitch foul off to the right. It's strike 1. Now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. A strong inning of work that time for Bronson Arroyo. His club trails 1-0. Aaron Hill will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll flip it over to Lester for the out.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. Lester ready, the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Ready with the 2-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Going to be extra bases. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, and he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
That guy on the mound, he's been on autopilot pretty much all game long, but he's going to have some work to do to keep that shutout intact. He'll have a runner at third here following the 1-out triple.
Bronson Arroyo will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Swing and a shot toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Into the box now, David Peralta. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
In now, Brito. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Well, he's got a lot of people excited around here. Not only does this guy have a chance to be an everyday player, he has a chance to be an impact player for years to come. And the early results, they look good as he hammered that one for a solid double.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Only one in the inning for Arizona. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Jorge Soler will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Jorge Soler.
Now the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Starlin Castro will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. This is going to kick off the fence now out in front of the Arizona bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first.
Give that runner credit from first base. Sometimes on a deep fly ball like that, you get caught up either going into a home run trot too early or waiting up to see if the ball would be caught. But he had his head down the whole way, and he's going to come all the way around to score.
Stop him right here.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Boy, not very decisive there. Hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Pick him off.
Comes set, now the pitch. That's heading for the hole, and it'll indeed find the hole into right. He's 2 for 2. It's a base hit. Throw comes back in by Trumbo, and the runner will be forced to hang on at third base.
Well, that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get good contact and send it into right field for the base hit.
And he steps off. Runner goes. They put the tag on him, and he is out at first base. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw, and it's a double play. Stepping in now, David Ross. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
The pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs get 1 on the double here by Starlin Castro. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Peter O'Brien will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Catcher, Peter O'Brien.
Now the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Now Lester's 0-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him one gone. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And that'll illustrate just how different these pitchers are. You can see 95 is the top speed for one starter, with the other topping out at just 89. Number 24 will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now here it comes.
Here we go.
Fouled straight back. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. 0-2 now from Lester. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
This is a good job here of using the whole field. You see him go the other way with this pitch. No chance at all to run this thing down. And you see it take that one big hop right up and over the wall for a ground rule double.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out.
So a runner in scoring position with two men gone, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. One run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Old. He's got it, and the side is retired. One left for Arizona. They still trail it here, 2-1. John Lester will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
John Lester.
First pitch on the way. The first offering is lined into right field, and they have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Chris Denorfia will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both the lefty and a righty up to throw.
Turn 2 now, let's go.
First pitch coming. And this is hit well towards the hole. What a stop coming off the bag. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base.
Boy, I wasn't sure if he had any chance at all to reach that ball. So this is an incredible play just to pull this one in and then make that accurate flip to second to get the force.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And that's through, a base hit.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Standing in now, Chris Coghlan, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Look back by Arroyo, now the pitch, and this one gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. Coghlan awaiting the 1-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And the run will come in to score from second, as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
The batter, first baseman, Mike Olt.
Mike Olt will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Hey, double him up!
Now here's the first pitch. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That's going to be off for Bronson Arroyo. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Vidal Nuno is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. In is Jorge Soler,
Right fielder, Jorge.
as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
On the ground down the first base line, and a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready, now the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now another 0-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Javier Baez will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And Trumbo will put this one away to retire the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here in Phoenix. It's the Cubs 6 and the D-backs 1. Nick Ahmed will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First offering on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One on its way from Lester. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys give me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Chris Owings will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Now here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
One on the way. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's off the left field wall. Around second. He'll try for third.
Well, I think this was going to be 2 bases for sure, but then all heck breaks loose getting it back in. He winds up taking third on the throwing error.
David Peralta will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this.
Let's go, D-backs.
Lester ready, the 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. One pitch on the way. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
A 2-1 offering. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. it's a two-run shot to right center, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
One out, runner on third. He's just looking for something he can get in the air, and he does a lot more than that. He gets this thing high in the air, all right, all the way over the wall, too.
Into the box, Brito.
Number 68.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
And this should be a pretty good test of his resiliency out there. He's going to need to snap back in a hurry because he's got a lot more danger ahead.
And now a pitch on the way. Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. To his left, he's up with it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So bases are empty here with two gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. Dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
One. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw on to the first baseman, Alt, and that retires the side. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the Cubs 6 and the Diamondbacks 3. Kevin Munson will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 66. Kevin Munson.
David Ross will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
David Ross.
And the first pitch of the inning here is promptly laced into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Fouled back. Nobody out, runner on first. He's set, now the pitch. Now Lester squares and gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, that's pretty good technique right there, and sometimes we just don't see that often enough. Nice and soft, just like he's trying to catch the ball with his bat. And he's able to get this one down and move the runner into scoring position, just like he was asked to do.
Into the box now, Chris Denorfio, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Has a look, now the pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Tommy La Stella will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. To second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Peter O'Brien will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
Peter O'Brien.
Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. The 1-0. 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Here's the 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
1-2. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Denorfia will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Number 24 will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
And the pitch. Another curveball here, but this misses in tight. It's a ball and a strike.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Out of play. The 1-2 with 1 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Now another 2-2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Denorfia is there, 2 gone.
Right fielder,
Mark Trumbo will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Pitch on the way. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another 0-2 home. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways.
He swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. David Hernandez is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Chris Coghlan will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Chris Coghlan.
Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Mike Holt will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And here's the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
The pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Here's the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
In is Jorge Soler. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, 2 outs, nobody on. Got a pretty good idea what he's going to do. He won't hold back here.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Aaron Hill will stand in. He popped out in his last time.
For the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Aaron Hill.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Now Lester's 0-1. Oh, and he rips this one to first. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Yeah, he's definitely still catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the
Knee high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
0-2 now from Lester. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Tuffy Gozowicz will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it will end the inning thanks to a little help from his first baseman, and that'll be that. Diamondbacks down in order. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Enrique Burgos will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Enrique Burgos.
Starlin Castro will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Baseman number 13, Starlin Castro.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Javier Baez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3, David Ross.
David Ross will dig in. He singled his last time around. Here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now here it comes. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
The 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. David Peralta will try again after hitting that 2-run homer his last time around. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
In now, Brito. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Comes set. Now the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Denorfia will slide over and put this one away. And that's out number 1.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the two outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it, he puts it away.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. From the stretch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Peter O'Brien will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Stay clear of the DP. Stay out of the double play already. Hit something hard right here.
Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Come on.
Pause, now the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Number 24 will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. First pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Mark Trumbo will step in now with the possible tying run on first as they try to claw their way back in this thing. First pitch coming. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
He's ready. Now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Well, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
He's set. Now the pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Sets the 2-2 pitch.
Here we go.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Holt is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Chris Bryant will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And the pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Chris Denorfia will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Here's Tommy La Stella now as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
He's set, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He's gonna go.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Into the box, Chris Coghlan, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
Has a look, now the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Runners on first with one down. He waits, now the pitch. That's hard hit, back up the middle. Step on the bag for one, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Cubs lead it 7-3. Aaron Hill will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Blake Parker is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 50, Blake Parker.
Aaron Hill will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
The bottom of the ninth for the Diamondbacks. Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
The 1-2. Splitter. 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll swing and hit a chopper toward the hole. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Gerald Laird will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Gerald Laird.
Too low, 1-0. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. The next pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-3. So long from Phoenix.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
And the Cubs win. We ended up, look at that. We ended up winning that ball game there. We took 2 of 3 from the Diamondbacks and ended up with a 3-3 road trip. Not exactly what I was hoping for on that road trip. I was hoping to at least get another win or 2 on there. But nonetheless, we did finish the road trip at 500, which is definitely a win in baseball, because if you can at least go 500 on the road and play better at home, obviously though we haven't played that well at home, but you know, that's just kind of the way it goes. We did end up finally getting our 20th win of the year. That's exciting there. Too bad it came so late in the month of May, but again, it's only May. We still have roughly 4 months of the season to continue to improve our record. Also, a little bit in the good news column, the Cardinals and the Pirates lost, so we did gain ground on the 2nd and 3rd place team, but the bad news is the Brewers were able to beat the Braves, and I believe they ended up sweeping the Braves. Yes, they ended up sweeping the Braves in a 4-game set nonetheless. So that definitely hurts a little bit there, the fact that they have now gone on another winning streak. Not quite as awesome as their, I think when we ended their winning streak in, against us in Chicago, they, I think it was like a 17-game win streak or something like that. Hopefully the Giants can cool them off in their next series. But yeah, big home run today from Mike Olt, who was in place of the resting Anthony Rizzo, who did need a day off. He came up big and ended up being the deciding factor in this game. John Lester pitched one heck of a ball game. Was a little upset that he gave up 3 runs, but can't be too mad at that, because it ended up being a quality start for him. Ended up getting 8 strong innings out of him. A nice day off for the bullpen as well. So really can't be upset with that. Any off day for the bullpen, especially in the heart of the season and the throes of everything, is good. You know, you got to keep your guys rested. I didn't really want to throw him 100 pitches, though. I was hoping he could have gotten out of that 8th inning a little bit quicker. But nonetheless, we did save the bullpen, and we got the win. So 2 big things right there. But that's going to go ahead and end this episode of the Road to the World Series. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life Raw Sports Gaming. And then also subscribe to us on YouTube at Life Raw Sports Gaming Network. I'm trying to get all the videos up there. It's just been kind of a hectic week this week. Just, you know, staying up too late and not playing this. And you know how it goes, life. But yeah, the videos should be up there soon. And I'm also having a problem with the Saturday Showcase as well. So I don't really want to upload that right now, because it's, for some reason, every once in a while, Twitch likes to sit there and mute one of my videos. And I don't know if I were to upload it to YouTube, if that would carry over to YouTube or not. But really don't want to upload that with no sound. I'm in the appeal process on that. So hopefully that's done before that video expires. Otherwise, I'll have to upload it with no sound. A little bit upset about that. But if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. They're eventually all going to be clipped anyways, and sound will be stripped out of them anyways for our highlight show of those games. We'll highlight the series. But yep, that's going to go ahead and do it for us here. Also, don't forget to check out King Rouse 21 here on Twitch. He's been doing his NBA 2K15 playoffs. He's in the finals right now. The Golden State Warriors are up 2-0, and I believe he's playing another game tomorrow of that. So be sure to check that out here. Game 3, they'll be going to Cleveland, I believe, and now in that series, the third game of that series, and the Golden State Warriors are looking to go up 3-0. So check that out tomorrow. And then also don't forget to check out our friends over at Cherry Weevil. Lots of fun games over there. My buddy M Love has been playing The Witcher. He's been playing it like crazy too. Every time I want to ask him to hang out, he's like, no, I'm playing The Witcher. Whatever. But yeah, be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.